After 55, every wrinkle, every line, every bit of sagging skin tells a story. But what if much of this aging is not inevitable, but the result of a single missing vitamin? A nutrient so vital, yet so often overlooked, that without it, your skin loses its elasticity, your face begins to droop, and your body shows age faster than it should. Doctors rarely mention it, the beauty industry hides it, but science proves this forgotten vitamin holds the secret to keeping skin firm, lifted, and youthful even after 55. Imagine looking in the mirror and realizing the sagging around your cheeks, the deepening folds around your mouth, or the droop in your jawline isn't just old age, it's a warning sign, a signal that your body has been deprived of a key nutrient that was meant to protect you all along. While the world spends billions on creams, injections, and surgeries, the real answer sits quietly inside foods that many of us have ignored. This is the story of the forgotten vitamin, vitamin K2, and how it can change not just your skin, but the way you age. When you cross the age of 55, your body begins whispering signals that it has been deprived of something important. These whispers show up as sagging cheeks, tired skin, and a face that slowly loses its youthful lift. Most people blame it on genetics, on the passage of time, or on not using enough creams and serums. But the truth is, inside your body, a quiet deficiency has been at work for decades, reshaping the way you age. That deficiency is vitamin K2, the overlooked guardian of your skin, your bones, and your youth. Vitamin K2 is not the same as the vitamin most people hear about in leafy greens. That is vitamin K1, which helps blood clotting. K2 goes far beyond that role. It is like an architect, guiding calcium to the right places in your body, strengthening your bones and teeth while protecting your arteries and soft tissues. Without K2, calcium behaves like a reckless wanderer. Instead of staying in your bones, it begins to deposit in your arteries, your joints, and even in the fibers of your skin. When this happens, tissues that were meant to stay soft, elastic, and youthful become stiff, hardened, and saggy. This process doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of silent neglect, but once it shows up, it is unmistakable. Science has uncovered what ancient cultures seemed to know instinctively. In Japan, the traditional dish natto, a sticky fermented soybean food, is one of the richest sources of vitamin K2. And studies have shown that people who consume natto regularly have stronger bones, healthier blood vessels, and yes, more youthful looking skin even as they age. Meanwhile, in the West, where natto is almost unheard of and diets are stripped of traditional K2 rich foods, the signs of sagging, wrinkling, and premature aging appear far earlier. The difference is not genetics alone, it is nourishment. Think of vitamin K2 as your body's traffic director. Calcium is a powerful mineral, but without direction, it causes chaos. Imagine pouring cement over flexible springs. That is what misplaced calcium does to your skin fibers. Over time, your skin loses its ability to bounce back, to resist gravity, and to hold its shape. But when K2 is present, it activates specific proteins that capture calcium and escort it safely into your bones where it belongs. Your arteries stay open and flexible, your skin fibers stay smooth and elastic, and your face holds the firmness that reflects vitality. Most doctors rarely mention vitamin K2 because it has only recently come into the spotlight of scientific research. The beauty industry, too, doesn't talk about it because it cannot be bottled into a cream. Yet the truth is, no external treatment can replace what K2 does inside your body. It is the missing guardian, the silent protector that keeps your tissues alive and youthful. And the best part is, once you start giving your body this overlooked vitamin, the benefits ripple through your entire system. Your skin, your heart, your bones, and your longevity Collagen is often called the fountain of youth within our skin, and for good reason. It is the structural protein that holds everything together, the scaffolding that keeps your face lifted, your skin firm, and your features defined. When you are young, collagen is abundant and strong. That is why a child's skin bounces back after every smile, every laugh, every expression. But as you age, collagen begins to thin, weaken, and break down. By the time you are over 55, you may feel like your skin has betrayed you. Wrinkles deepen, cheeks flatten, and the firmness you once had fades away. But here is the secret science reveals. Collagen doesn't fail on its own. It fails because it has lost its partner, vitamin K2. And when calcium begins to invade the places it does not belong, it binds to the very fibers of collagen. Imagine a net made of soft, flexible ropes. Over time, tiny stones start attaching to the ropes, weighing them down, stiffening them, and making them brittle. That is what happens when collagen is left unprotected. The once supple fibers become rigid, losing the very quality that made them youthful and resilient. And this is where vitamin K2 becomes so vital. It acts as the shield, activating proteins in your body that keep calcium from attaching to collagen. Instead of hardening and cracking like an old rubber band, your collagen fibers remain smooth, flexible, and strong. This is why so many anti-aging creams that promise to boost collagen often disappoint. They work only on the surface while the real battle is happening deep within your tissues. Collagen is not just about creating more, it's about protecting the collagen you already have from being destroyed. Without vitamin K2, collagen fibers calcify and collapse. With vitamin K2, those same fibers remain alive, hydrated, and youthful. Science has observed this in surprising ways. People with higher levels of vitamin K2 in their diet have not only healthier skin, but also more elastic blood vessels. Why? Because both are made of collagen. Your skin, your arteries, your bones, they all rely on collagen, and they all rely on vitamin K2 to protect it. This means when you take steps to nourish your collagen with K2, you're not only fighting wrinkles and sagging skin, you're also protecting your heart, your circulation, and your very foundation of health. Think about what this means. Every wrinkle is not just the result of time, but the story of what your collagen has endured. If you give your body the right nourishment, collagen does not have to crumble. It can be preserved, protected, and even renewed. This is why restoring vitamin K2 is not just about vanity, it is about health, vitality, and resilience. Because when collagen stands strong, your skin reflects strength and your body echoes youth at every level. Skin elasticity is one of the clearest markers of youth. When your skin is elastic, it stretches and bounces back effortlessly. It hugs the muscles beneath it, giving your face definition, lift, and smoothness. But when elasticity is lost, skin begins to sag, the jawline softens, cheeks droop, eyelids fall heavy, and lines become etched deeper and deeper. Most people assume this loss of elasticity is simply the work of time, a natural decline that cannot be avoided, yet science tells us something different. Elasticity is not just about age, it is about biology, and more importantly, about nourishment. Inside your skin are fibers called elastin and collagen. These fibers act like springs in a mattress. When they are strong, flexible, and free from damage, they keep your skin firm and resilient. But over the years, calcium begins to infiltrate these fibers. Imagine sprinkling grains of sand into a spring. At first, the spring may still stretch and bounce back, but as more grains accumulate, the spring stiffens. It no longer responds the way it once did. Instead of bending and returning to shape, it holds its stiffness, and eventually it breaks. This is what happens to elastin and collagen fibers without the protective role of vitamin K2. K2 activates proteins in your body that specifically prevent this calcification. One of the most important is called matrix GLA protein, and it works like a guard, stopping calcium from lodging in your soft tissues. Without K2, the guard is asleep. Calcium slips in, hardens the fibers, and steals away the natural elasticity of your skin. With K2, the guard awakens, capturing calcium and guiding it into your bones where it belongs. The result is not only stronger bones and clearer arteries, but skin that retains its spring, its firmness, and its youthful ability to resist sagging. This is why two people of the same age can look dramatically different. One may have a face that sags, skin that feels leathery, and lines that deepen with every year. The other, nourished with the right foods, may still hold a lifted face, smoother skin, and a glow of vitality. The difference lies in whether or not the silent guardian, vitamin K2, has been present. Think about the power of this discovery. All the creams, injections, and procedures focus on the outside, pulling, tightening, masking. But the truth is, the real battle for elasticity is fought deep within the fibers of your skin. And that battle can only be won with what you put into your body. Vitamin K2 does not just slow down the loss of elasticity, it actively prevents the stiffening that causes skin to sag in the first place. So when you look in the mirror and see your skin not bouncing back like it used to, don't just accept it as fate. Understand that your body may be crying out for a nutrient it has been denied. With the return of vitamin K2, elasticity can be guarded, firmness can be preserved, and your reflection can once again carry the strength and vitality you still feel inside. When it comes to restoring what time has taken from your skin, the answer is not found in a laboratory tube or an expensive jar. It is found on your plate. Vitamin K2 is not a rare substance locked away in supplements alone. Nature has placed it generously in foods, but somewhere along the way, we walked away from those foods. We traded traditional diets rich in natural nutrients for processed convenience. And with that, we lost one of the greatest secrets to youthful, firm skin. The forgotten vitamin is still here, waiting to be rediscovered in simple, nourishing meals. One of the richest natural sources of K2 is egg yolks, but not just any egg yolks. Those from pasture-raised chickens. When hens eat grass, insects, and natural foods, their yolks carry a deep golden color, signaling high levels of K2. These eggs are not just breakfast, they are skin nourishment disguised as everyday food. Adding them back to your diet can begin restoring what your skin has been silently missing. Then there is natto, the Japanese superfood that may hold the highest concentration of vitamin K2 in the world. It is a fermented soybean dish, sticky, pungent, and unfamiliar to many outside Japan. Yet studies show that communities who eat natto regularly have lower rates of bone fractures, healthier arteries, and a youthful resilience in their skin. For centuries, this food has been part of their culture, and the results are written clearly on their faces and their longevity. Fermented cheeses, too, are a hidden treasure. Gouda, brie, and certain aged varieties carry a rich amount of K2. In moderation, these foods can be powerful allies in the fight against sagging skin and brittle bones. It is no coincidence that in regions of Europe where these cheeses are part of daily life, elders often show stronger bone structures and healthier skin than expected for their age. Grass-fed meats and butter also bring K2 to the table. When animals graze naturally on pasture, their fat becomes infused with this vital nutrient. It is nature's way of keeping balance. The grass feeds the animals feed us, and the cycle delivers the nourishment we need. Yet when farming shifted toward grain-fed, industrial methods, much of this benefit was lost. Reintroducing grass-fed options, even in small amounts, restores this ancient link between land, food, and health. The truth is, the foods richest in K2 are the very foods many modern diets have pushed aside. Low-fat trends, processed substitutes, and industrial farming stripped K2 from our plates, and our bodies have been paying the price ever since, with sagging skin, weak bones, and stiff arteries. Reversing this does not require complicated strategies. It requires going back to the basics: whole, natural, fermented, and grass-fed. When you choose these foods, you are not simply eating, you are feeding your skin from the inside, giving it the tools to remain firm, resilient, and alive. Every bite becomes an investment in your reflection. every meal becomes a step back toward the vitality you thought was gone. The forgotten vitamin is not truly forgotten, it has just been hidden. And now you have the power to bring it back to the center of your daily life. When most people think of useful skin, they only think about the surface. They think of creams, serums, and cosmetic tricks to smooth away lines. But the truth is, your skin does not float in space. It rests on a foundation. Your bones, the structure of your face, the firmness of your jawline, the lift of your cheeks, all depend on the strength of the bones beneath. And this is where vitamin K2 reveals one of its most profound secrets. It strengthens your foundation, which in turn holds up the beauty of your skin. As you age, your bones naturally begin to lose density. This process is called osteoporosis when it becomes severe, but long before that, subtle changes are already happening. The jawbone shrinks slightly, the cheekbones lose definition, and the spinal column begins to curve forward. What you see in the mirror as sagging or drooping skin is not just about collagen and elastic fibers, it is also about the silent erosion of the bones underneath. A weak foundation cannot hold up the walls, and a weak skeleton cannot hold up the skin. This is why people who lose bone density often see dramatic changes in their face. The lower third of the face collapses, deep lines form around the mouth, and the skin hangs where bone once provided structure. But here's the good news: vitamin K2 plays a central role in preventing this collapse. By activating osteocalcin, a protein in your body, K2 ensures that calcium flows into your bones where it belongs. Stronger bones means stronger support for your skin, a defined jawline, higher cheekbones, and an upright posture. All of these depend on bone strength, and K2 helps preserve them. Think of it this way: beauty is not just skin deep, it is bone deep. When your bones are fortified, they resist the shrinkage of age. They keep your face lifted, your structure intact, and your skin firm. Without K2, calcium drifts away from the skeleton and hardens your arteries and tissues instead. With K2, your bones act like anchors, holding up your skin against gravity. Science has begun to confirm this connection. Studies show that higher vitamin K2 intake is associated with reduced fractures, stronger bone density, and better overall aging. But the benefits are not only medical, they are visible in the mirror. People with strong bone density carry their age differently. Their skin may still wrinkle, but their face holds shape, their posture remains confident, and their presence radiates vitality. So when you nourish your body with vitamin K2, you are not only protecting yourself from fractures and frailty, you are protecting the very canvas of your face. Every smile, every expression, every reflection you see depends on the harmony between your bones and your skin. By restoring this harmony, you restore not just health, but youth. And in that choice lies a deeper truth. Beauty is not lost with age, it is supported by strength. A strength that begins in your bones and is sustained by the forgotten vitamin. The world has been sold a lie about aging. Every advertisement tells you that the answer to sagging skin lies in a jar, a serum, or a procedure. The shelves are filled with products that promise miracles, injections that claim to turn back the clock, and treatments that cost fortunes, but deliver only temporary illusions. What few people realize is that no cream, no laser, no surface level treatment can ever match what vitamin K2 does inside your body. The truth is that beauty has been hijacked by an industry that thrives on your fear of aging, while the real solution has been quietly ignored. Think about it. If collagen is stiffening, if your skin fibers are hardening with calcium, how can a cream applied to the outside undo that? It's like trying to repair the foundation of a house by painting the walls. The cracks will always return because the problem is not on the surface, it lies beneath. And until the root cause is addressed, every external fix is a temporary bandage. This is the reason why so many people spend thousands of dollars and still wake up each morning feeling like their face is slipping away from them. Vitamin K2 cuts through these myths by addressing aging at the cellular level. It prevents calcification, strengthens bones, protects collagen, and preserves elasticity. It works with your biology, not against it. Where creams can only hydrate the top layer, K2 nourishes the structure that holds everything in place. Where serums promise to boost collagen, K2 ensures that collagen remains flexible and resilient, shielded from the silent damage of misplaced calcium. It's not that skincare products are useless. Moisturizers can hydrate, sunscreens can protect, and even some serums can support the surface of your skin, but none of them can reach into your tissues and redirect minerals to where they belong. None of them can activate the proteins that guard your fibers and bones. That job belongs to vitamin K2, and no beauty product on the market can replicate it. This is why understanding K2 is so empowering. It liberates you from the myth that youthfulness can only be bought in a bottle. It shifts the focus from external fixes to internal nourishment. When you give your body what it craves, your skin responds from within. The glow becomes natural, the firmness becomes authentic, and the beauty becomes sustainable. You're no longer chasing illusions, you're restoring biology. The biggest myth of all is that aging must be fought from the outside. The forgotten truth is that aging can be reshaped from within. And vitamin K2 is proof. While industries sell fear, nature offers a solution. And that solution has been waiting on your plate, in your bones, and in your cells all along. So the next time you're tempted by promises in shiny packaging, remember this: the most powerful anti aging force is not hidden in a cream, it is hidden in your nutrition. And once you bring back the forgotten vitamin, you no longer have to chase youth, you begin to live it from the inside out. Every great transformation begins with a simple daily choice. You don't need to overhaul your entire life, spend thousands of dollars, or chase complicated routines to protect your skin. What your body needs most is consistency. Small, powerful habits that give it the tools to fight back against time. And when it comes to vitamin K2, the path to youthful, firm skin is not built in a single day, but in a ritual you repeat every morning, every meal, every moment you choose nourishment over neglect. Imagine waking up tomorrow and beginning your day with intention. Instead of skipping breakfast or reaching for processed foods, you start with an egg yolk from a pasture-raised chicken. That golden center is not just food, it is a direct infusion of K2, a shield for your collagen, a guardian for your bones, a silent fighter against sagging skin. This is not a luxury, it is a choice available in something as simple as your morning plate. Add to that small touches of fermented foods throughout your week: a slice of aged Gouda or Brie, a spoonful of natto if you're willing to try it, or a grass-fed piece of meat enjoyed in moderation. These are not exotic superfoods from across the world. They are everyday foods with extraordinary power, foods that reconnect you to traditions that once kept our elders strong, upright, and glowing with vitality well into their later years. But a daily ritual with vitamin K2 is not only about food, it is about synergy. Pairing K2 with vitamin D3 is one of the most effective steps you can take because together they act as partners. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb calcium, while vitamin K2 directs that calcium to the right places. Without K2, calcium can go astray. With K2, it becomes the building block of strength, beauty, and resilience. Imagine them as two hands working together, one placing the brick, the other ensuring it lands where it should. Consistency is the secret. Taking K2 once in a while is not enough. Your skin, your bones, your arteries, they need daily reinforcement. Just as brushing your teeth protects them day after day, feeding your body K2 creates a protective habit that compounds over time. A week may not reveal the full transformation, but months and years will. And one day, you will look in the mirror and realize you are aging differently. Where others sag, you stay lifted. Where others weaken, you stay strong. This is not about vanity, it is about vitality. By creating a daily ritual with vitamin K2, you are not only guarding your appearance, you are guarding your independence, your confidence, and your quality of life. Every meal becomes a declaration that aging will not dictate how you live or how you look. And over time, those small daily choices will add up to something far greater than a youthful face. They will add up to a life that resists decline and radiates strength. Aging has always been painted as something inevitable, something we must accept with resignation. Every wrinkle, every sag, every droop is described as life's handwriting on our skin. But the truth is far more empowering. Aging is not destiny, it is dialogue. And the choices you make today shape the story that will be written on your face tomorrow. The forgotten vitamin. Vitamin K2 is not just about science, it is about reclaiming the pen and deciding how age will write its message on you. For too long, people have been told that their only hope lies in external solutions, creams, procedures, and disguises. But the real beauty of the human body is that it already holds the blueprint for renewal. Vitamin K2 awakens that blueprint. It tells your body to place calcium in your bones, not in your arteries. It tells your collagen to remain supple, not stiff. It tells your skin to stay elastic, not sag. And it whispers to your reflection that youthfulness is not lost. It can be restored, not by magic, but by nourishment. Imagine standing in front of the mirror, not with disappointment, but with hope. Instead of pulling back your skin with your fingers, wishing it would stay there, you understand that firmness can return, not overnight, not through illusions, but through daily choices that build strength from within. Every egg yolk, every slice of aged cheese, every grass-fed meal, every supplement approved by your doctor, these are not just foods, they are tools. They are bricks rebuilding the walls of your vitality. They are strokes of ink rewriting the script of your aging. And the change is deeper than skin. When your bones are strong, you stand taller. When your arteries are clear, your heart beats with energy. When your collagen is protected, your skin reflects resilience. This is not just about looking younger, it is about living younger. Because youth is not measured only in the smoothness of your face, but in the strength of your steps, the clarity of your mind, the confidence of your presence. Vitamin K2 is not a miracle drug. It is not a promise wrapped in marketing. It is a gift of nature, placed in foods that our ancestors once valued, but we forgot. And in rediscovering it, you rediscover yourself. You are not powerless against time. You are not doomed to sagging, to weakness, to decline. You have a choice. You always have had a choice. And that choice begins every day at your table. So when you think about aging, don't think of it as an enemy, think of it as a canvas. Age will write on your skin, yes, but you decide the ink. You decide whether those lines tell a story of neglect or a story of wisdom and strength. You decide whether your reflection shows defeat or a face that carries the radiance of nourishment and care. With vitamin K2, you give your body what it has silently craved for decades, and in return, your body gives you back firmness, vitality, and youthfulness that does not fade with age, but deepens with wisdom. Because beauty is not lost with age, it is restored with knowledge. It is preserved with nourishment, and it shines brightest in those who choose to honor the body with what it needs most. The forgotten vitamin is no longer forgotten, and with it, you hold the key to aging not with fear, but with power, resilience, and radiance.